You aren't overthinking because you're stressed. You're doing it because your brain is trying to save your life from a threat that doesn't even exist. Welcome to the what if trap, a glitch in your evolution that's turning your own mind against you. To understand why you can't stop worrying, we have to travel back, way back. Thousands of years ago, your ancestors didn't have to worry about rent or emails. They had one job: survive. The brain that helped them survive wasn't designed for happiness. It was designed for threat detection. It asked one question a million times a day. What if there's a predator in those bushes? If they guessed no and were wrong, they were dinner. If they guessed yes and were wrong, they were just a little paranoid. But they lived. So evolution hardwired your brain to prioritize the negative. It's called the negativity bias. It kept us alive in the wild. But in the modern world, it's a software update that never happened. Because today, the predators aren't in the bushes. They're in your imagination. Your brain is still doing its job perfectly. It's scanning for threats 24/7. The problem is, it can't tell the difference between a real tiger and an embarrassing text you sent 3 years ago. So it treats them both like an emergency. That is why you are addicted to what if. Each what if is just your brain trying to solve a problem that isn't actually there. It's a feedback loop. The more you worry, the better your brain thinks it's doing at keeping you safe. It literally rewards itself for every catastrophic scenario it conjures up. It feels productive. It feels like you're planning, but you're just running on a treadmill. This is why 74 psychology facts often feel so familiar. You've lived this loop 1,000 times. But here is the human truth. You are not your thoughts. Your brain is just an organ. It generates thoughts the same way your liver generates bile. You don't choose your intrusive thoughts. They just appear, like pop-up ads. Trying to stop them is like trying to stop your heart from beating just by thinking about it. You can't. So, what do you do when the what-if loop starts? You don't fight it. You label it. Instead of saying, what if I fail, say, I am having a thought that I might fail. It sounds simple, but it creates a gap. A space between the thought and your reaction. That gap, that's where your life actually happens. Your brain is trying to protect a version of you that doesn't exist anymore. It's protecting the ancestor in the jungle, but you are living in the 21st century. You don't have to follow every thread your brain spins. When the anxiety hits, just thank your brain. Say, thanks for trying to keep me safe, but I've got this. Then focus on what you're doing right now, the present moment. Because the future you're so scared of, it hasn't happened yet. And 99% of the what-ifs you've ever had never came true. You're spending all your energy fighting ghosts. Stop feeding them. Focus on the real. You are stronger than your biology, and you are worthy of peace. But how do you train your brain to stop scanning for ghosts? It's a practice, not a switch. Just like learning a new language. Start with the 3-second pause. When a what-if thought strikes, freeze. Don't engage. Don't try to solve it. Just count to 3. 1, 2, 3. That pause is the moment you reclaim your authority from your amygdala. You're proving to yourself, I am the boss, not the scanner. Next, anchor yourself in the now. What can you feel? The chair under you, the air on your skin, the weight of your feet. Grounding pulls you out of the what if and back into the what is. This isn't about being positive. It's about being accurate. The what if is hypothetical. Your breath, your chair, your reality, those are guaranteed. Stop living in the probability. Start living in the reality. You have so much life to live, and none of it is happening in your worries. Next time your brain says, what if? Just smile at the ghost. You're safe. You're here. And that is enough.